back to Manifest Online and welcome to your Heart Flow. So today's practice is all about the heart space and really just about nurturing yourself. So tapping into that divine feminine energy that exists within all of us and really just allowing yourself to open up to receiving. So receiving self-love and receiving any other gifts that the practice has to offer you today. So if you do, just grabbing 2 blocks if you have nearby, otherwise grabbing a pillow or rolled up blanket, anything that can be used in its place. And we're going to start lying on our backs. So feet down on the mat, knees face up. Heel to toe the feet out to the edges of the mat and then just dropping the knees into touch. So just take a moment to untuck the tailbone, untuck the shoulders, lengthen out in the back of the neck. And then bringing the arms beside the body, palms facing up towards the ceiling. And then straight away, just taking yourself through a few rounds of big breaths in and out. So breathing fully and deeply in through the nose. And a big sense of release and relief, exhaling out through the mouth. So 2 or 3 rounds of breath, as many as you feel the body needs. And then once you're feeling a little lighter and a little more connected, we're going to seal the lips. Move into this space of allowing, so allowing the breath to move in and out of the nose, in and out of the body. And just using these first few and sacred moments to connect to yourself, to your body, to your breath. So really just arriving here on your mat. Staying as you are and keeping the eyes closed. I want you to bring one hand onto heart space. So literally onto heart space. So we're going to try and search for a heartbeat. If you don't feel comfortable touching the heart space, you're welcome to find a heartbeat on the neck or on the wrist. And if you've got a really thick sports bra, you might have to just shuffle the hand slightly under the bra. So move the hand around until you can feel the heartbeat under the hand. And then just start to familiarize yourself with its rhythm, its pace. And then we're going to do a few rounds of breathing to the beat of the heart. So you're going to inhale for 8 counts of the heartbeat. And then you're going to exhale for 8 counts of the heartbeat. So just doing this in your own time. Everyone's pace will be different. There's no right or wrong. Really just searching for that deep sense of connection to the heart space. Starting to connect the heart with the breath. So at some points you may feel as if you can't feel the heartbeat, but just come to know its rhythm, and you can just start to count at its pace. So even if you feel like you can't feel it right now, still kind of knowing at what pace it's moving, at what pace it's beating. syncing that with the breath. Inhaling and exhaling for your last round. And then soft release of the hand on the heart. You can return the arm back down beside the body, palm facing up. And let's all just take a big breath in through the nose. And a big sigh out through the mouth. So really nice and gently, you're going to part the knees and then bring the feet into hips distance. On an inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Bring hands to opposite elbows and place the forearm down on the mat. Taking figure 4 on the right hand side, so right ankle across the left knee, flex the right foot and the right knee away from the body. Take an inhale as you are in center. And then exhale, dropping both knees over to the right hand side. So trying to keep left shoulder grounded and rooted. And then using the flex in the right foot to encourage the inside of the left knee down to the mat. So just starting to create a little bit of space in that left side body. Maybe even a little bit of space across the chest. One more breath in. And one more exhale out. Inhale to draw the shape in the legs back through center. And then exhale, placing the right foot down on the mat. Taking figure 4 on the left side, left ankle across the right knee, flex the left foot. Send the left knee away from the body. Take a big inhale first. And then exhale, dropping both knees over left hand side. So again, right shoulder stays grounded and feeling the space that's being created in the right side body. You have one more breath in. And one more exhale out. Bringing the shape in the legs back through center, we inhale. And then placing the left foot back down onto the mat on an exhale. From here, releasing the grip in the arms. You're going to sweep the arms right up overhead. Bring the backs of the hands to the mat. And then we come into a bridge pose. So press down into the feet, down into your footprints. And start to lift the tailbone, the lower back, the middle back, and the upper back up off the mat. So really nice and active in the glutes, active in the hamstrings, the whole back line of the body. And then using that to create space in the front line of the body. So taking one more inhale as you are, keep sending hips up to ceiling. And then as you exhale, start to roll the spine onto the mat. As you do, lift the hands, send the fingers up towards the ceiling. And then as the tailbone meets the mat, the arms come down beside the body, palms face down. So moving with the breath, inhale, lift the hips and the fingers up. Reach the arms up overhead, backs of the hands to the mat. And then exhale, roll the spine down to the floor. As the tailbone meets the mat, so do the hands. Inhale, float the hips up, sweep the arms up. Exhale, float the hips down, palms down. 2 more, we breathe in. And breathe out. Once more, keep creating space for yourself. Big inhale. Beautiful, and big exhale. From here, pull the knees in towards the chest. Take the hands to the shins or the back of the knees and just swing yourself up to a seated position. So you're going to grab your block or your pillow or a blanket. And we're going to come onto the left side body first. So sitting right on the left hip, you're going to extend both legs out in front of you and just placing the block, the pillow, or the blanket between the thighs. So a gentle flex in both feet. And then you have 2 options, either coming down onto the left forearm for something softer, or if you'd like full expression of the pose, left hand to the mat, fingers face away from the body, and just bringing the right hand somewhere out in front of you for balance. So you're really going to soften the shape in the top of the body. So let the left shoulder come up towards the left earlobe, and then see and feel how that creates a little more space in the left side body. So we're kind of in this hammock position, so just allowing the left ribs to be drawn down towards the mat. And then feeling all this beautiful space that's being created in the heart side of the body, maybe all the way down into the left hip. And then really just elongating and lengthening your inhales and exhales. So feeling how that inhale enhances the sensation, deepens the shape, and how the exhale allows for a softening. As you are taking one more breath in, and one more exhale out. Good, coming out of this really nice and slowly. And we're going to change over, same thing on the other side. So however you'd like to on your mat, coming to roll onto your right hip, extending both legs out in front of you, placing the block, the bolster, the pillow, whatever it is between the thighs, and then either down on the right forearm or up on the right hand, fingers face away from you, using the left hand just as a stopper out in front of you, and then let the right shoulder come up towards the right earlobe, and feel all the space being created now in the right side body. So really consciously elongating that breath. So notice how as you inhale, you're creating all the space in the side of the body. And as you exhale, maybe the ribs drop a little closer to the mat. As you are in the shape, taking last breath in and last exhale out. Good, really soft and mindful release once more. You can remove the prop and just place it over to the side, and we're going to make our way into a tabletop. So shoulders over wrists, knees under the hips, tops of the feet to the mat. And just starting to move through cat and cow, any pace that feels good for you. So inhale, we're going to send the tailbone up towards the ceiling, drop the belly down, pull the heart through the shoulders, lift the gaze, lift the chin. And then as you exhale, really taking your time, ripple out the spine, so tuck the tailbone under, draw the belly in, press out of the ground, out of the earth, and draw the chin to meet the chest. So inhale, we create space, front line of the body, fill the body and the belly with the breath. And then exhale, creating space in the back line of the body, the back of the heart space, belly to spine. So finding your own rhythm to flow to your own breath. If it feels good, allow the eyes to close, so just a deeper connection to self. Wherever you are, you have 2 more rounds of breath. Moving in no rush, no expectation of what's coming next, really just committing yourself to being present right here, right now. And then on your next inhale, finding a neutral spine, belly is lightly engaged. And then as you exhale, we're going to come forward into puppy pose. So sweep the arms out in front of you, palms face down towards the mat. Keep the length in the arms and start to soften the forearms, the elbows, and either the chin or the forehead to the mat. So the forehead would be a slightly softer shape. If you feel like you need more in your body, place the chin down to the mat. So starting to melt the heart down between the shoulders, offering it down towards the mat, towards the earth. And feeling all this beautiful space being created front line of the body. If you find that you are super flexible and the body just kind of wants to hang out here, see how sensation changes if you draw the ribs slightly in towards one another and then pull back out of the shape slightly. With your body, your practice, just playing around with what feels good for you. Wherever you are, taking one more breath in and one more exhale out. Pressing into the knees, keep the forearms down, straighten the legs, drop the hips down towards the mat. We come into Sphinx pose. So forearms out in front of you, tops of the feet to the floor, And then as if you're going to drag the mat from underneath you, press the tops of the feet into the mat, squeeze the shoulders, pull the heart through. Keep the chin slightly pulled down so neck and spine stay nice and long. Take one more breath in and one more exhale out. From here, you're going to bring the right hand across towards the left elbow. So right forearm comes parallel to the top of the mat, palm facing down. You're going to bring a bend into the left leg, reach the left hand back to receive the left foot. So an option just to stay here, hand is on the big toe side of the foot, thumb facing up towards the ceiling. If you want something more, you're going to bring the hand around the tops of the feet, fingers face down towards the mat, turn the elbow to face up. So wherever you are, just a deep stretch into left quad, maybe even left hip flexor. And then always imagine sending the breath to the parts in the body that need the breath. Wherever you are, taking one more inhale and one more exhale. Good, really soft release, try not to fling the leg. And changing over other side, so bring the left forearm parallel to the top of the mat. Bring a bend into the right leg, reach right hand back for right foot. Either hand inside of the foot, thumb facing up, or wrap the hand around the tops of the feet. Turn the elbow to face up towards the ceiling and start to bring the right heel in towards the glute. So probably quite deep sensation in that right quad. Keep breathing to create the space. Keep breathing to allow for a softening. As you are taking one more breath in and one more exhale out. Good, soft and mindful release. Returning hands underneath the shoulders. And we're going to come up onto tops of the fingers, so spider fingers. Keeping the tops of the feet down on the mat, drop the forehead down to the floor. Now as you inhale, press down into the fingers, fill up the space between the shoulders, so press the heart space up towards the ceiling. As you do, pull the chin in towards the chest, and they're going to slowly ripple the spine up. So keeping a bend in the arms, send the chin up parallel, take the gaze forward. And then exhale, continue to crack the elbows, start to melt the belly, the heart, and the forehead back down to the mat. Two more like that. Inhale, pick up the back of the heart space, draw the chin towards the chest. At the last moment, lift the heart, lift the chin. And then exhale, continue to offer the body back down to the mat, soften the heart, soften the forehead down. Last one, inhale, pull the back of the heart space up towards the ceiling. Lift the heart, lift the chin. And then exhale to soften and ripple the body back down to the mat. Flattening out the hands, keep the tops of the feet on the floor. Inhale, upward facing dog. So press down into the palms, straighten both arms, squeeze the shoulders, pull the heart through, lift the chin. And then exhale, first downward facing dog. Roll over the tops of the toes and guide the heels down to the mat. So a couple of moments always in your first down dog. Feel free to express yourself in any ways that feel good in your body. And then if you haven't already today, always using this time to connect to our Ujjayi breath. So lips are sealed. Slight constriction in the back of the throat, breathing in and out of the nose. Two more breaths as you are. Try and remember that this Ujjayi breath isn't stealing any energy from us. So not exerting too much to breathe, but rather it's empowering us and giving us the energy to move. As you are taking one more inhale and one more exhale. On an inhale, roll up onto tops of the feet. We ripple out the spine, come to first high plank. So shoulders are the wrists, fingers spread nice and wide, press out of the ground, out of the earth. Keep filling up the back of the heart, send it up towards the ceiling. And then I want you to bring all the way down onto the left hand. Both feet stay grounded. Bring the right hand to touch the heart space. Ground the right hand down to the mat. Shift the weight over to the right hand side. Bring the left hand to touch the heart space. Ground the left hand down. Shift the weight over to the left. Right hand to heart. Right hand down. Shift the weight over to the right. Left hand to heart. Left hand down. Shift the weight over to left. Right hand to heart. And left foot float up. Right hand and left foot down. Shift the weight over to the right. Left hand to heart. Float the right foot up. Left hand, right foot down. Shift your weight over left hand side. Right hand to heart space. Hover the left leg up. One more round. Right hand, left foot down. Shift yourself over right hand side. Left hand to heart space, hover the right leg up. Left hand and right foot down. Take a big inhale as you are. Exhale, side plank on the right hand side. Shift yourself over to right, send the left fingers up towards the ceiling. We're going to drop the right knee down, send the right toes behind you, and then bring the left bicep near the ear, palm faces the floor. So starting to pick up the side body, send the left ribs up towards the ceiling. Keep creating space, left foot is still anchored. As you are, taking one more breath in, and one more exhale out. On an inhale, bring the left leg parallel to the mat. And as you exhale, bring a bend into the left leg, left hand to catch the left foot. Press the foot into the hand, variation of tiger pose. So sending the left toes back behind you. And then pulling the heart forward, the belly forward, the hips forward. Using your breath and your gaze for balance. Using the right fingertips in the mat as an anchor. As you are, taking one more inhale. And one more exhale. Bringing the left leg and the left arm parallel to the mat, we breathe in. And then grounding the left hand to the mat, exhale out. Setting the right toes to face the back of the mat, left leg is still hovering. Press out of the hands, inhale, float the left heel up a little higher, lift the heart, lift the chin. And then as you exhale, draw the left knee towards the nose. As you do, press into the palms and hover the right knee just above the mat. Inhale, drop the right knee down, send the left leg back. Squeeze the shoulders, slightly lift the heart. Exhale, hug the left knee in towards the body. As you do, press into the top of the right foot, hover the right knee. Drop the right knee down, inhale, send the left leg back. Exhale, draw the left knee in, hover the right. Two more like that, we breathe in. And exhale out. Once more, inhale, send the left leg back. Exhale, left knee in, hover the right. Now staying as you are, take a big inhale, keep pressing out of the ground. And then exhale, bring the left leg to join the right, so tops of both feet to mat. Variation of gorilla pose on the tops of the feet. Pull the belly in towards the spine, press out of the ground. So keep offering the back of the heart space skyward up towards the ceiling. As you are, taking last breath in. And then exhale, start to straighten the legs, roll over the tops of the toes. We meet in downward facing dog. As you are in down dog, let's all take a big breath in through the nose. Big sigh out through the mouth. Inhale, tops of toes, roll it forward to a high plank. And then exhale, bring right hand to heart space. Right hand meets the mat. Left hand to heart space, we breathe in. Left hand to mat, exhale out. Right hand to heart. Right hand to mat, exhale out. Left hand to heart. So keep moving, maybe finding your own pace, your own rhythm. And if you'd like to, starting to incorporate the opposite leg lifting as the hand comes to the heart. So really just finding your core, finding that connection to belly. So part of what creates a safe back bend is a strong connection to core and a core that is warm and firing. Still in movement, taking one more inhale and one more exhale. Good, side plank on the left hand side, pivot on both feet, send the right fingers up towards the ceiling. And then drop the left knee down and send the left toes behind you. Bring the right bicep to the ear, palm faces the floor, and then start to send the right ribs up towards the ceiling. So creating space in that right side body, you have one more breath in and one more exhale out. Move with the breath, inhale, bring the right leg parallel to the mat. Exhale, bring a bend into the right knee, reach the right hand back to catch the right foot. Press the foot into the hand, draw the heel away from the body, and then start to pull the heart through, send the heart forward. Keep breathing, keep choosing to be here. You have one more breath in and one more exhale out. Bringing the right leg and the right arm parallel to the mat, we inhale. And then right hand to floor on an exhale. Pivot on the left knee, send the left toes to face the back of the room. Inhale, pull the right heel up. Squeeze the shoulders, slightly lift the heart. And then as you exhale, draw the right knee to the nose, hover the left leg. Inhale, set the left knee down, send the right leg back. Exhale, draw the right knee in, hover the left. 3 more, we breathe in. And exhale out. Inhale. And exhale. Last one, inhale, create space, front line. And then exhale, creating space, back line. Stay here, pause, take a big breath in. Set the top of the right foot to the mat, exhale out. So hovering both knees, keep pressing out of the ground. How much space can you create between the heart and the floor? Staying, taking one more breath in. Exhale, start to straighten both legs. Roll over the tops of the feet and meet in downward facing dog. As you are in down dog, big breath in. Big sense of letting go, exhale out. So you can bring a big bend into both knees and just take a little journey to the top of your mat. So once you're there, we'll bring big toes to touch. Take halfway lift, inhale, lead with the heart gazes forward. And then forward fold, exhale. 2 more like that, take halfway lift, we breathe in. And forward fold, exhale out. Once more, heart is forward, inhale. And forward fold, exhale. With the heart still leading the way, bring a bend into the knees. Inhale, lift the heart space, sweep the arms widen up. Bring the palms to touch, take the gaze to the thumbs. Exhale, first samastiti. Bring the hands to the heart center. So from the hands at the heart, I want you to bring right hand onto chest and the left hand on top of the right. If it feels safe to do so, allow the eyes to close. Maybe a little bit easier now to feel the heartbeat in your chest. So just taking a moment to feel this deep connection to self. This deep connection to everything right here, right now. Take a soft breath in and an even softer breath out. Let the eyes open. Inhale, sweep the arms down, wide and up. And then exhale, move the hands through the heart center, forward fold. Inhale to take halfway lift, gazes forward. And then exhale, forward fold, reach the crown of the head down to the mat. Stepping the right leg back. Drop the right knee down, untuck the toes, stay on the tops of the fingers. Start to sink the hips down towards the left heel, pull the heart forward. As you exhale, come to the floor. So press down into palms, float the back knee up, step the left leg back. And all in one piece, lower the belly down to the ground. Inhale, we come to a hovering cobra. So tops of the feet to the mat, squeeze the shoulders. See if you can hover the hands up off the floor. And then exhale, sit the hands back down, tuck all 10 toes under. Inhale to high plank, moving in one piece, press out of the ground. Exhale, downward facing dog, send the hips up and back. Stepping the right foot forward, move with intention. Back knee down, untuck the toes. Come up into tops of the fingers, sink the hips down, pull the heart through, take an inhale. And then exhale, step the back foot forward to meet the right. Big toes touch, forward fold top of your space. Inhale to halfway lift, lead with the heart. And exhale to forward fold. Inhale, extended mountain, sweep the arms, widen up. Reach the heart up towards the palms. And then exhale, hands meet at heart center, samastiti. Inhale, sweep the arms down, wide and up, heart up to hands. Exhale, move the hands through the heart center, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. And exhale to forward fold. Step the left leg back on an inhale. Drop the back knee down, untuck the toes, pull the heart through. Exhale, we meet on our bellies. Try and move in one piece. Inhale, hovering cobra, hover the hands. And then exhale, hands to mat, tuck all 10 toes under. Inhale, high plank, move in one piece. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step the left foot forward. Back knee down, untuck toes, tops of the fingers. Inhale, pull the heart through. Exhale, forward fold, top of your space, big toes meet. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Extended mountain move with the breath. Big breath in, offer the heart space up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms down, wide and up. Exhale, move the hands through the heart, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. And exhale to fold. Step the right leg back. Drop the right knee down, untuck toes. Inhale, pull the heart through, keep creating space. And then move in one piece. Exhale, belly to floor. Inhale, hovering cobra. See if you can hover the hands above the mat. Engage in the back body. Exhale, hands to floor, tuck all 10 toes. Inhale, high plank, pull the belly in towards the spine. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips up and back. Step the right foot forward, back knee down, untuck the toes, pull the heart through. Inhale. Forward fold, top of your mat, exhale. Still leading with the heart, halfway lift, we breathe in. Forward fold, exhale out. Last round, extended mountain, big inhale. Hands to heart center, exhale. Extended mountain, breathe in. Journey to forward fold, exhale out. Halfway lift, inhale. And forward fold, exhale. Step the left leg back. Left knee down, untuck the toes. Inhale, pull the heart through, keep creating space. And then exhale, move in one piece. Move mindfully, belly to floor. Hovering cobra, big breath in. Hands to mat, tuck all 10 toes, exhale out. Move in one piece, high plank, big inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Step the left foot forward, back knee down, untuck the toes, inhale, pull the heart through. And then exhale, big toes come to meet, come to kiss, forward fold. Heart is forward, we breathe in. Heart bows down to the thighs, exhale out. Extended mountain, inhale, move with the breath, heart up to hands. And then exhale, Samasthiti, hands to heart. Inhale, you rise, sweep the arms up. Maybe a soft back bend at the top of the inhale. Slightly lean the hips forward, encourage the fingers back. And then exhale, move the hands through heart center, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. And then exhale, step back, chaturanga. Lower yourself halfway down, come parallel to the mat. Inhale, upward facing dog, tops of the feet to the mat. Draw the knees up, squeeze the shoulders. Exhale, downward facing dog, send the hips up and back. Right leg rises on an inhale, keep the hips square to the mat. So roll the outer hip down, inner thigh up. Demi point on the right foot, keep reaching the toes towards the back of the room. Taking one more inhale as you are. And then on an exhale, knee to nose. And with intention, place the right foot between the hands. We come to warrior one, Virabhadrasana one. So rock onto outer edge of the left foot, angle out in the left foot. If you can, heel to heel alignment. Otherwise, if you're like me, I like to take the right foot slightly wider on the mat. So make sure your anchoring and your stance feels good in the body. And then when you're ready, inhale to rise up. So squaring the hips towards the top of the mat. Still anchored in the outside of the left foot. Pull back on the right hip, forward on the left. Fire it up in the left quad. Keep drawing the floating ribs in towards one another. Lengthen the tailbone down towards the mat. And then keep creating space, top line of the body, so keep sending fingers up to ceiling. As you are, we take one more inhale. And one more exhale. Coming into arch your arms, so reach the left hand around the lower back and up between the shoulder blades. And then send the right fingers down to meet the left fingers. If you can't do this, you're welcome to use a strap, or otherwise just hold onto your t-shirt or your sports bra. And then keep pulling the right elbow back. So keep lengthening up in the spine, keep drawing the chin up parallel. A moment to kind of slow down and check in. If you feel comfortable in your balance here, always an invitation to close the eyes. As you are, let's take one more breath in and one more exhale out. Good, really soft and mindful release. Place the right hand onto right thigh and then inhale, sweep the left fingers up towards the ceiling. If it feels good on an exhale, maybe encourage the left fingers slightly back towards the back of the room. Take one more breath in, keep scooping the heart up. And then exhale, bring a bend into the left elbow, take left elbow outside of right knee. So still anchored on the outside of the left foot. Bring the palms to touch, and then bring the heart up towards the hands. We come into a prayer twist. It's really important that the outside of the left foot stays anchored. We're still squaring the hips towards the front of the room. So still pulling back on the right hip, forward on the left, and then resist against the outside of the knee to pull the heart space up towards the hands. Wherever you are, taking one more breath in. On an exhale, hands land down on the mat. Inhale, single leg high plank, turn onto toes of the left foot. Bring the right leg to hover parallel to the mat. Exhale, single leg chaturanga, come halfway down. Inhale, single leg up dog. Keep the left toes tucked, still hovering the right leg, squeeze the right glutes. And then on an exhale, keep the shoulders over the wrist, draw the right knee towards the nose, press out of the ground. We stay here, take an inhale, keep creating space for yourself. And then exhale, step the right foot between the hands. Coming to a high lunge on an inhale, so keep the back toes tucked, send the fingers up towards the ceiling. And then as you exhale, just take a moment to kind of settle and sink into your shape. So from here, we're going to take the right hand down the left hamstring. So inchworm the fingers down as far as feels good in your body. Keep squaring the hips and shoulders forward. And then imagine the shoulder blades scooping the heart up towards the ceiling. And we start to encourage the left fingers towards the back of the room. So we're not dumping any weight into the lower back. So it's still really long in the spine. Still really active in the left quad. Keep picking the left knee up and away from the ground. And then keep lifting the heart space up as if you're offering the heart skyward. Staying in the shape, you have one more breath in. And one more exhale out. On an inhale, warrior two. So circle out the arms, rock onto outside of the left foot, bring hands up to shoulder height. And stay, sink and settle on an exhale. Inhale, reverse warrior, left hand down, right arm rises. Start to breathe into right side body. And then as you exhale, bring the right hand to hug around the belly. Right shoulder hovers above the right knee, left bicep near the ear. Inhale to reverse, left hand down, right arm rises. And then exhale, right hand to hover around the belly. Send the left fingers overhead. One more round, we breathe in, reverse. And then hover the right shoulder, exhale out. Warrior two, inhale, bring hands up, shoulder height. And then exhale, spiral the hands to the ground. Inhale to high plank, step the right foot back, pick it up and step it back. And then exhale in one piece, belly to floor. So we come to our first bow pose. So you're going to bring into a bend into both legs. Reach the hands back either for the feet or for the shins. If you're on the feet, you're going to keep a point in the toes. If you've got the hands on the shins, you're welcome to flex the feet, whatever you're used to, whatever feels good in your body. And then when you're ready, pressing the feet or the shin into the hands, take a big inhale. Try and float the knees, floating the chest. Keep sending the toes and the shoulders up towards the ceiling. And breathe. Even if the breath is shallow, taking one more inhale. And then exhale, really slow, soft, and mindful release. So you can bring the arms beside the body, palms face up. And then just turning one cheek to the mat. So a moment to check in again. Maybe you can feel the heartbeat up against the mat. And then when you're ready, bringing the chin back through center, bring the hands back underneath the shoulders. Tuck all 10 toes under. With a big inhale, belly to spine, high plank. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg rises, keep the hips squared to the mat, we breathe in. Bring the left knee to the nose, step the left foot between the hands, exhale out. Warrior one, Virabhadrasana one on an inhale. So angle out in both feet. Make sure the stance feels good in your body. And then when you're ready, send the fingers up towards the ceiling. If you feel like you can't square the hips forward, you're going to take that left foot slightly wider on the mat. So pulling back on the left hip, forward on the right. Still anchored outside of the right foot. Wherever you are, let's take one more breath in. And one more exhale out. Arch your arms to bring the right hand down the lower back. Send the fingers up towards the shoulder blades, and then send the left fingers down for right fingers. If the fingers don't meet, you're welcome to use a strap or your t-shirt, and then keep squaring the shoulders and hips forward. Pull back on the left elbow, and then slightly starting to draw the ribs in towards one another, so still lengthening the tailbone down to the mat. So just kind of noticing how or if sensation changes as you are taking one more breath in and one more exhale out. Good, really soft and mindful release. Place the left hand on the left thigh. Inhale, send the right fingers up towards the ceiling. And if it feels good, exhale, slightly starting to encourage the left or the right fingers towards the back of the room. As you do this sensation of scooping the heart up, take one more inhale as you are. Exhale, bring a bend into the right elbow, send the right elbow outside of the left knee. Bring the palms to meet, palms to touch, and then press up against the knee, pull the heart up towards the hands. Still anchored outside of the right foot, still squaring hips forward. Starting to create space in the lower back. You have one more inhale and one more exhale. Good, hands meet the mat. Turn onto toes of the back foot. Single leg high plank, inhale, step the left leg back, bring it parallel to the floor. Exhale, single leg chaturanga, keep the right toes tucked. Inhale, single leg up dog, squeeze the shoulders, pull the heart through. Exhale, keep the shoulders over the wrist, just press out of the ground, draw the left knee to the nose. Stay and hold the inhale. And then step the left foot between the hands, exhale. Stay on the toes of the back foot. High lunge, inhale, send the fingers to the ceiling. And stay, sink, settle, exhale. So sending the left hand down the right hamstring this time. Sending the fingers as far down as feels good for you, and then square both shoulders forward. Send the right fingers up as high as you can, and then start to send the fingers towards the back of the room. So really aware of the body in space. So keep firing up that right quad, pick the right knee up and away from the mat. At the same time, keep melting the hips down, and then scoop the shoulder blades up underneath the heart space. Keep offering the heart up, and still really long throughout the length of the spine. As you are, let's take one more breath in, and one more exhale out. Inhale, warrior two, rock onto outside of the right foot, spiral the arms open, and then stay and sink on the exhale. Move in, flow with the breath. Inhale to reverse, right hand down, left arm rises, create space, left side body. And then exhale, hug the left arm around the belly, send the right arm overhead. Inhale to reverse, right hand down, left arm rises. Exhale, wrap the left arm around the body, reach the right arm overhead. One more round, we breathe in and reverse. Good, hug the left arm around the body, exhale out. Inhale, warrior two to rise. And then exhale, spiral the hands to the floor. Inhale to high plank, try not drag the foot, so pick it up and step it back. And then exhale in one piece, belly to floor. Second round of bow, so bring your bend into both legs, reach the hands back to whatever part in the feet felt good in your body. And then with a big breath in, start to float the knees. Send the toes or the heels up. Squeeze the shoulders, pull the heart through, and breathe. Wherever you are, last big breath in. And then exhale, really slow and soft release. Opposite cheek to the mat. Again, close the eyes. See if you can search for that heartbeat. Breathing up against the mat. Up against the earth beneath you. And then when you're ready, bringing the chin back through center, hands underneath the shoulders. You're going to press down into the knees this time. Move up to a tabletop. And then just drawing the knees in slightly and come to sit on the heels. Cool, so the last little part of our practice today. You may need blocks. So we're going to be working through a camel pose, and this can be really intense for a lot of us. So if you've never done Camel before, or you feel like you struggle with flexibility in the spine, then you're just going to place blocks on the outsides of the feet or whatever prop you have nearby, and just place it on the highest set to start. Otherwise, you can either work with all 10 toes tucked, or if you really know your practice and you know that this is something you feel comfortable in, you're going to stay on the tops of the feet. So from wherever you are, we're going to pick up the hips. Make sure the knees are set hips distance apart, feet are separated hips distance. So shrug out the shoulders, just take a moment to be here, to settle in. And then we're going to bring the right hand to the heart space. And on an inhale, you're going to send the left fingers forward and up towards the ceiling. So create all this length in the side body's length in the spine and the lower back. And then as you exhale, circle the left hand back and down. The left hand meets the left heel. Once you're there, try not to tip in the shoulders, so pull back on the right shoulder, evenly setting the shoulders up towards the ceiling. If it feels good, relaxing the head back, so starting to open up throat chakra. The right hand is still on the heart space. Keep sending the hips forward. As you are, take one more inhale and one more exhale. On your next inhale, send the right fingers up towards the ceiling. Circle the right arm back behind you, and then right hand reaches the right heel. When you're ready, inhale, circle the left arm up. And then on an exhale, left hand reaches for heart space. Again, keep squaring the shoulders down to the mat. If it feels good, relax the head back. Wherever you are, taking one more breath in. And then on an exhale, start to draw the belly in towards the spine, lift the shoulders up. So starting to sink the hips back down towards the heels, taking your time. Resisting the urge to fold forward, just simply drawing the belly in towards the spine as a release. Bring the right hand to join the left, and just pause for a moment, eyes are closed. So noticing any dominant thoughts, any dominant feelings. Maybe something has come up for you right now. And then whenever you're ready, opening the eyes and setting up for the same thing on the other side. So pull the hips up above the knees. Keep the left hand on the heart space. Inhale, send the right fingers forward and up. And then circle out the arm. Exhale, right hand reaches for right heel. Square both shoulders down towards the mat. Keep offering the heart up. So again, that sensation that the shoulder blades are scooping the heart out. And then when you're ready, inhale, send the left fingers up. Circle out the left hand, and the left hand reaches for the left heel. Inhale, sweep the right arm up. And then exhale, bend the right arm, right hand to heart space. Taking one more breath in. And then exhale, draw the belly in towards the spine, lift the shoulders up. And then slowly setting the hips back to the heels. Left hand onto heart space. A moment to close the eyes again. And just breathe. Be here and feel everything. When you're ready, let's all take a big breath in through the nose. Big exhale out through the mouth. Opening the eyes, soft release of the hands. So you can cross over the ankles and just come to sit behind the heels. Setting up for a seated spinal twist. So left knee, middle of the mat or middle of the body. The right foot comes flat outside of the left knee. Make sure both sit bones are down. Right hand comes behind the body. Inhale, send the left fingers up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, seated spinal twist. So elbow outside of the knee. Use it as a lever to square the shoulders. If it feels good, take the gaze over the right shoulder. And if you'd like to, any other variations that feel good right now. Wherever you are, taking one more breath in. And one more exhale out. Coming out the same way we went in. So inhale, send the left fingers up towards the ceiling, square the chest forward. And then exhale, landing the left hand back down on the mat. Setting up for a single leg forward fold, so right leg out in front of you. Janushasana, left foot to top of the thigh. Right foot is flexed. Fire up in the right quad. Hands come to heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And then exhale, we forward fold. So note that in this forward fold, after we've done a back bending sequence, this is less about sensation in the hamstring and more about sensation in the lower back. So that's where we're looking to ease, to release, and to find space. So if you need to bring a bend into the right leg, and it's more about this hinge from the hips and keeping the spine really nice and long. You have one more breath as you are. Keep breathing fully, keep feeling fully. And then on your next inhale, take halfway lift. And exhale, walk the hands back up towards the hips. Same thing on the other side, so bring your bend into the right leg, right knee, middle of the body. Place the left foot flat outside of the right knee. Both sit bones down, left hand behind you. Inhale, send the right fingers up. And then exhale, seated spinal twist. So again, our intention here is to bring ease back into the spine, back into the lower back. So move around and find an expression of this pose that feels good in your body right now. Wherever you are, let's take last breath in. And last exhale out. Coming out the same way with the breath. Inhale, send the right fingers up, square the chest forward. And then exhale, right hand to mat. Last posture, left leg out in front of you and right foot to top of the left thigh. Set yourself up, flex the left foot, and then bring hands to heart center. With the breath, we rise, big inhale. And then take your time and enjoy the forward fold, exhale. So again, this is less about searching for sensation in the hamstring and more about searching for sensation along the spine, along the lower back. So if you need to bring a bend into the left leg, or just move around until you find a shape that feels good for you. Two more breaths as you are. So as you are here, taking last breath in and last exhale out. Still leading with the heart. Inhale, take halfway lift, lift the chest, lift the gaze. And exhale, walking the hands back up towards the hips. So you're going to bring a bend into both knees, place the feet flat on the mat, shift the hips slightly down towards the heels, and then just a slow roll of the spine back down onto the floor. So we come full circle back to the shape that we started in. So you're going to heel to toe, the feet out to the edges of the mat, and then drop the knees into touch. Making sure that the tailbone is untucked, it's nice and long. Lengthen out again in the back of the neck. And then I want you to bring both hands onto the chest, onto the heart space. One on top of the other. And if they're not already, allowing the eyes to close. Immediately just allowing yourself to soften. So we move into this nurturing space of ease, of being still, and of receiving. So receiving all the beautiful gifts from our practice today. And then allowing the pressure from the palms into the chest to feel like the same kind of sensation as a hug. This hug being from you to you. I encourage you to stay here for at least the next 5 minutes. If you'd like to, you can come to a full Shavasana shape. But part of that divine feminine energy is knowing when to slow down and just really luxuriate in these last few moments of your practice. Thank you so much for joining me again today.